On behalf of the Bollington Movie team, I would like to welcome you to this public meeting and thank you for showing an interest. My name is James Nicholas and I have been in the television news industry for nearly 30 years.
The reason we wanted to hold the meeting is so that we can put faces to names and start to get a feel of who would like to be involved in the film and which area they'd like to be involved in. My name is Amanda Stott and my area of expertise is finance, knowledge gathered by having had my own advertising agency.
Don't worry about taking notes. We will be putting this video on the Bollington Movie website. At the end of the presentation, we would welcome any questions you may have.
If during the presentation you feel that you would like to be involved but haven't signed up yet, there are some forms for you to fill in.
Hello, my name is Debbie Tracy and I'm thrilled to say that my idea was chosen by the judges to become the plot for the Bollington Movie. I studied 3D illustration and animation at university and I also came second last year in the Barnaby Radio competition. Initially I came up with a concept for the film and I am now working with James and Amanda to build on the idea. In a few months' time I may be calling on those of you who signed up for the script writing to get involved and develop the finer details.
The plot is very much a work in progress, with many scenes that need more meat on the bones and clarification. So for the next few months, we're going to develop the concept, but we're going to keep the plot under wraps. Details will be revealed on a need-to-know basis.
Punctuality and reliability will be vitally important. Everyone's time is valuable and should be respected. We appreciate that people are giving their time for nothing and we understand that circumstances change. All we ask that is if you have made a commitment that you are unable to keep, please let us know as soon as possible. This is only fair to the rest of the team. It is important that we respect each other's work and opinion.
To be part of the Bollington Movie, it's not compulsory that you live in Bollington. As long as you live within a reasonable distance and can get to and from rehearsals and shooting, you're more than welcome.
At the moment we have 7 female and 7 male roles, 6 of which are main characters and 8 in supporting roles. Here's a brief description of the characters. Helen Chapman is a feisty young woman. She has issues though. Candy Chapman is Helen's younger sister with different issues. Adam Woodhouse is an old flame of Helen's who is now back on the scene. Ben Clare is Helen's godson. Cassie Rogers has Down syndrome and is best friends with Ben. Darren Monks is known as The Suit and works for the council. Supporting roles are Neve Clare, who is Ben's mum and Helen Chapman's best friend. Stephen Lakes is best friends with Adam Woodhouse but dislikes Helen. Susie Metcalfe is a local teacher and is friends with Candy Chapman. Tim Spruce is a struggling local musician. Grace Hughes is Cassie's mum and active in local community groups. Angela Rogers becomes friendly with Candy but is good friends with Grace. George and Beryl Chapman are Helen and Candy's parents. If you are interested in playing any one of these roles, please let us know.
I'm Sarah Bullock. Great to see so many of you here on our first meeting for the Bollington Movie. I was involved in the judging the scripts coming in for our competition, and I'm now a part of the casting process. So I'm looking to cast my net wide, and I'm looking for 6 main characters and 8 supporting roles for the movie. We are going to be currently getting in touch with everybody who has left their details. So if you'd like a supporting role, we'll be sending you an email about where and when we're going to be auditioning. It'll definitely be in the early May. And so we're looking forward to holding auditions and taking you through your paces. Just to expect the unexpected, that's all I can say. There are plenty of other roles that are non-speaking, which we'll talk about later. But if you want a speaking role in the Bollington Movie, then please keep an eye out in your inbox for our email that we sent shortly, over the next couple of weeks. I shall look forward to meeting you all there and will enjoy going through your paces with you.
At the end of the movie, there will probably be an opportunity for local organisations and groups to get involved. Please will you get them to contact us. We have contacted many local schools, especially if they have drama clubs or make-up departments. Unfortunately, we have had a very poor response, so if anyone has any contacts within the schools, we would appreciate their involvement.
The Bollington Movie is now looking for some extras and a very large amount of you local people out there in Bollington who would love to be involved in the movie, although maybe not as a speaking role, but would still like to have their presence felt in our local movie. So please, if you haven't registered your interest, please go to our site, thebollingtonmovie.co.uk, and register your interest, leaving your email and phone number details so that we can contact you shortly. Lots of people required. Please come and join in with the wonderful experience that you'll be sure to have. I'd also like to mention that there are plenty of opportunities to work behind the camera, and we'll be setting up meetings to discuss the various different opportunities that are available for anyone who fancies involving themselves in the production. I do also have to mention that if you're under the age of 16, you will need the written consent of a parent or guardian. You will also need to be accompanied by a responsible adult at all times whilst on set. Everyone will have to sign on and off the set so that everyone can be properly credited at the end of the movie.
Music will have an important role in the film, and we are going to be looking for many different styles: background music, mood music, and dance music. We are therefore looking for composers to write that music. We will also be looking for singers and musicians.
As James has said, music will play a big part in the film, as will dance. We will also be looking for choreographers and dancers, but at the moment we don't know what style. Over the next few weeks we will have a better idea of our requirements, but if you have a particular skill or an interest in this area, we would be really keen to speak to you.
Filming is obviously paramount to the whole project, and this is where punctuality and reliability becomes very important. We intend to film in 2 separate blocks, one in September 2012, the other in April 2013. We plan to film over each weekend, but at this time we are not in a position to know what needs to be filmed. We are asking that you bear these dates in mind where possible. As soon as we have a specific filming schedule, we will let everyone know. We also plan to go through rehearsals for each scene a few days before the actual filming. Obviously, we will have to be flexible to allow for other people's commitments.
My name's Oliver Wood, and I'm looking after the social media for the Bollington Movie project. Over the coming weeks and months, we intend to use social media as a means of providing news and information about the project, and we'd like as many of you as possible to come and like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, and invite all of your friends.
The objective of the Bollington Movie is to premiere it at the Bollington Festival 2014. The occasion will be a glamorous affair with a red carpet, black tie, glamorous numbers for the women, something for Bollington to be proud of and a legacy for us all to remember.
At a very early stage, after investigating various grants and other fundraising avenues, James and I made the decision to fund the movie ourselves. It became apparent that to go down the route of fundraising, it would be far too time-consuming, and we felt our energies would be best served in concentrating on the actual production. External funding may also have proved to be very limiting and lead to restrictions into what we could or couldn't do, neither of which we felt was a good thing.
Nobody is getting paid to produce this movie. Our intention is that we shall have shareholders. The size of the shareholding will relate to the amount of time invested in the production and the profit shared accordingly. Although realistically, we do not expect to make money from this movie.
But as James and I are financing the project, before calculating any profit, the original investment would need to be repaid.
We have now purchased a high-definition broadcast quality camera which has been used to make this presentation and which will be used later by Oliver Wood to record the Q&A. By owning the equipment, we will have more control over the production as well as help to keep costs down.
To maximise the potential of the film, we will be looking at selling DVDs and hopefully show the movie in small cinemas. If anyone has any experience in doing this, please let us know. Unfortunately, there will be paperwork for everyone to complete, giving us your permission to film you and also handing over the rights to your talent. Your contact details will also be needed. The forms will also carry a disclaimer, as we cannot be held responsible for your own actions. When filming starts, everyone must sign on and off the set. This information will be used to calculate your shareholding in the project. And if by some miracle a distributor was interested, they would insist on all this paperwork being in place.
The Bollington Movie is a hugely adventurous project, but also a financially risky one. There are plenty of pitfalls and even more unknowns, but if it was easy, everyone would do it. But we consider it a risk worth taking. The Bollington Movie is very much a work in progress, and there are still plenty of details that need to be worked out. Over time, things will fall into place, and we will keep you updated via the website, Facebook and Twitter, as well as emails, as best we can. If you haven't already signed up to the website, please do. Otherwise, you might miss something.